In the greenhouse game, each week begins with 3 players entering the greenhouse, earning power in deciding who goes home each cycle. Players in the greenhouse designate which players are vulnerable at each week's banishment. Additionally, players are able to earn seeds, the in-game currency, and the vulnerable players can use those seeds to buy their way out of precarious situations. Alliances must be forged, lies must be told, and at the end of each cycle, someone has to go home. It's the ultimate game of negotiation. Do you strike now, or save your power for later? Do you rescue a valuable ally, or do you hang on to your seeds? In this underhanded game of survival, can you successfully put your trust in someone else? 16 enter, 1 will leave. This is The Greenhouse Season 6.
I will be straightforward, and if you want reasonings, to save time, I can tell you later. I am putting up Zach and Emily.
Zach and Emily, have a seat. You're nominated, but you each receive a seed. Okay, Johnny, you're a rose. Stand up and name your third nominee.
I've already told this person that I'm putting them up. I've heard a lot over the last half hour. I talked to a lot of you. I'm gonna put Blythe.
Blythe, I'm so sorry you have been nominated. Have a seat. Which means our 3 nominees are Emily, Zach, and Blythe. Let's go start the next auction.
Zakai didn't tell me she was putting me on the block, and I kept asking for a one-on-one repeatedly, and she kept not giving me the one-on-one. And then she told me that the nominations for this round were her setting the warpath. And then she nominates me without telling me. And so immediately I'm like, am I the warpath? Are you declaring war on me? The first 2 rounds of this game, I had your back greater than anybody's because you're my girl.
And let's launch the auction.
Hello, welcome to the round 4 auction. Same items up for bid. This time, Bean's Flytrap is now 14 seeds.
Ooh.
Okay. It's a steal. Okay. I don't think we have any other announcements, so how much time do you want to put on the clock?
I'm going to put 30 minutes on the clock.
Okay.
Okay. And I might even be strict about it. So anyway, yes, there is also pizza. Please have some. Okay.
I do feel like Jonathan was wrongly swayed into believing I was betraying him. And it's like, well, betraying you would have been so much easier. I can't believe I did that now. Now it's coming to bite me in the butt. But who are the other people on the block? Emily and Zach. I feel like because I'm a big target, there's a chance that people are aiming for me. But simultaneously, I feel like there are a lot of reasons for people to aim for Emily and Zach. So we're just going to see where it goes.
I will say, I'm pretty sure I'm the target, because I had my one-on-one with her, and she was like, I'm 100% putting you up. And then when I asked who she was also putting up, she didn't know.
I kept asking her if, I kept asking for a one-on-one, and then she kept not giving me the one-on-one, and every time someone else asked for one, giving it to them instead. Mm-hmm. And for me, it's like, I literally told her, like, you were there. I was like, I have your back the same way I did at the beginning. Mm-hmm. At the beginning, she gave me her block vote to play for her. I voted for her to stay twice in a row. I campaigned for her to get votes. If you put me on the block after telling me with a group that your nominations are declaring war, how am I supposed to receive that other than hearing that you were declaring war on me?
Do we want to combine our efforts for Uproot? Like, I feel like that's...
We severely need to get it, so Blythe does not.
I'm shook. As far as I know, I didn't hear neither of your names.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm shook right now.
Because she kept it very close to her chest. Like, as soon as we walk out here, I don't know if we want to, like, have you uprooted or me uprooted, but if it's me, I'm going to start bidding.
I can try to go get more information so I know we're on, like, a time crunch.
Yeah.
I'll go see something. Okay.
Piglet. Piglet has been such a great, surprising ally for me. Early in the game, I was like, hey, like, I noticed we're both observing a lot and getting a lot of information, and I thought maybe, like, we could cross paths and exchange that information, which was my plan to be with Johnny during the game, but it ended up working out differently. But Piglet also is very aware of how well I can lie to people's faces. He's seen me code switch so much. It's probably frightening to him, actually. I've been playing a game where I pick people and I'm loyal to them, and that's what I'm going with. And picking the sides of the house thing, like, I just have to pick Johnny's side at the end of the day. Like, I'm just gonna, like, go over there and, like, I'm gonna play my fucking hardest to stay. But it pisses me off that playing my hardest means keeping my mouth shut and, like, not doing a lot.
I'm pretty sure I'm her main target. Like, I'm the one that she's gonna be.
And Johnny
picking.
said, as long as our side gets the uproot, none of us are going home.
Yeah, like, we're good. So as long as we have uproot. How many seeds do you have?
I have 2.
Okay, I have 4. So I can start it, and then if
You may as well.
if we get a bidding
How
war,
many does Blythe have?
I don't know.
Start the 3 and then start the bidding war?
Yep, and then
Just start it. See,
Yep.
because then she has to react.
Hello there.
Oh, hello.
1, 2.
Thank you. A bid has been placed on uproot. Zach has bid 3 seeds on uproot.
For it to be me, Blythe, and Zach on the block is kind of a nightmare. Being told I'm safe, but that does not make me feel safe in a game of deception. I feel like when it comes down to it, Blythe is the priority for one side of the house, and Zach could be the priority for the other, which means I'm likely to be left on the block sitting next to somebody regardless.
I do want to say, and I don't even take it personally, that I heard that you were telling people in like your one-on-ones that I need to go. I don't know if we've been on like a similar page for a lot of the game. I don't know if there's something we could do to change that.
I feel like we can't.
I think we can too.
I feel like I didn't really say that you need to go.
I heard it from like 3 people.
Like, they were like, if you had anyone in mind, I was like, well, maybe Johnny, because like I feel like we were talking a lot
At the very beginning of the game.
and then all of a sudden there was no talking, and then I felt so blindsided. Johnny.
Well, and I'll tell you, so the reason I nominated Blythe was twofold.
No, not even for that. It was for the Kira.
So I heard that there was a group of people talking about people that have to go soon, and that my name was brought up. And that you were a part of that conversation, as was Blythe. Maybe you weren't. And then the other thing I heard was that there was like a Girlies Pops alliance or something like that. And I think these things might be getting blown out of proportion.
Right. Like, most definitely probably getting blown out. Like, most likely, definitely coming from me, getting blown out of proportion. I only ever mentioned you literally after the Kira vote. Because I heard that you were, from what I heard from other people, they were saying that you were rallying. You said, I have a big vote, so we have the numbers, we have to get them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I really...
Yeah, and it was hearing my name mixed with the Girls Alliance as well.
Yeah.
And then I actually, like, disbanded, like, whatever was happening, I was like, I don't need to do this, because people didn't seem that down.
Yeah.
And then when we sat down on the couches, people were like, it's happening. And I said, okay. So I did talk to a lot of people about the potential of doing it, and then on the couches, like, it ended up becoming like a real thing.
And nobody made any solid, officially, this is a thing. You know?
Yes.
People were just like, oh, that's kind of like, look at all these girly pops right here. It's like, oh, we're all girly pops.
Yeah. And they got blown out of proportion.
Like,
and I'm sorry that happened, actually.
it's literally just a conversation. Like,
no, I know.
My actual aiming target that I have is a Woof.
So wait, why did you put her out then?
She's a cute one.
Yeah.
Oh. I can't put her on.
Okay.
Yeah. I have no choice.
So I have a question.
Yes.
Can we make like an agreement? Like one greenhouse. I will not nominate you. You will not nominate me.
Yes.
And I swear I will stick by that. Oh wait, wrong hand. I will not turn on that.
You know who's not going home? You know, they're doing this war because I survived the block and got another person. But because I succeeded, everyone else is the target. No, it's fine. Bygones be bygones. This is going to be a pinnacle vote because I have neutrality with everyone except for the 3 that are in power right now, and I will be the first person to throw their asses on the block and not even care because I don't have allegiance to that. But I have to navigate this particular one because Zach is connected to many people, Emily's connected to many people, and Blythe is connected to many people. The problem is they're all connected with different sets of 3. Whichever route I do, I kind of have to hinge my post to it. The person who's proven themselves to me for trust is Emily. So Emily, I want to keep around. In this perfect world, Zach goes because I'm in a perfect position, but I don't think that's realistic.
Well, now that we know who's nominated, what is the plan?
Well, I think like we're trying to get like that.
She like pulled me aside just now and was like, I didn't put you up. I put Piglet instead. Like when you asked me to. Like I get it, but also like she's not gonna hear you.
Yeah. Yeah.
All I promised her is to make you feel less better about putting someone up. I will offer seeds to uproot them.
And it looks like she also did that to a lot of people. Like she even gave Matt like a seed like at the beginning when Matt was first like nominated. So she has like plans with everyone. So don't feel bad that she's coming with you because I feel like she has the same speech for a lot of people.
Well, I didn't, and I never like promised her anything.
Okay. If you want, you can block me, and we have another bank vote for our alliance.
So I would give one to you, like, so you have a bank vote.
Yeah.
Because like we should start thinking about.
We should start thinking like when it's just the two of us and what do we have.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm down to have that. I would want you to block Josh. If he has a bank vote, we can work with him later if we need to.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
I think they're saying that they want you out because they think you're a ringleader.
I call the shots. Shots. If they do take me out, that's why I'm here, because I want to talk to y'all first. Okay. So, as of right now, Oscar said he actually doesn't feel that close to anyone. He said he feels closest to Jonathan. He said that Matt is saying that Matt is closest to Josh with the mustache.
Yes.
But he doesn't think that Josh feels that way. Do y'all think Josh feels that
Josh came up to me upset about that.
way? Okay.
Josh wanted me to block his vote because he didn't want to have to be in the middle of whether or not he voted for Matt.
Then I think... Okay, and Matt's not there. Oh, I did mean it.
Hello.
I'm sorry. My pizza plate.
No, sit on the pizza.
Like you, said you were declaring war, and like I reiterated pledging my loyalty to you, and I've been working with you and I've been honest with you, and then to not tell me and to put me on like that.
True.
Like
This
how
is
am I
a
supposed to
last.
interpret that?
Yeah. Okay. This is a very last minute decision.
Yeah.
Hear me out. Fully, strategically, so you can get a seat. I don't think you're in trouble. But the only thing is, Zach has now bid for uproot.
And when I hear the combination of war and then being nominated, my brain was like, someone who I thought was one of my closest allies, literally just telling me that we were at war.
I didn't specifically. I did tell you I wasn't on war. If I was going to war with you, I would not tell you that.
Okay.
I would not tell you that.
Yeah.
I am going to war with the girlies that are, this is what we're doing. This is how it has to be. You're either with us or you're against us, like how you said.
But neither of the people you put on the block are doing that.
Zach was.
I think initially for a minute, you didn't know if Jonathan was going to put me up.
Yeah, that's how it was. I hoped
because he
and
spoke
prayed.
to me right before we went up.
Yeah,
they were wrapped.
Because I was like, okay, well that should be okay. If Blythe doesn't go up, then the warpath is set. But Blythe is up, you're up.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the same situation as last round, where we have allies.
To the uproot.
Yeah, that's a problem. I do have a bank vote, and I told Blythe this, and I was going to tell you this. That's why I asked to be blocked, so that if anyone that I'm close to needs that vote, they have that vote. I have a bank vote. Either way, something can be, reworked to where you're not in danger.
Do y'all have seats for an uproot? Because right now
I do not have enough.
Damn,
I have
a
no
room full of broke people.
Right now. Does Zach have a bid on it right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Zach has bid, so then that means it's against you two. I did want to talk to Zach and hope that he would not bid.
You gotta find out what his max is.
If you can do 4, then you can relet it.
I literally feel like shit. I'm gonna put you up.
My stomach was in knots. I was like,
People think that I am in a girls' alliance with the girls, so it's better to draw, because I got it from Oscar as well. Oscar was like, it's this side of the house versus this side of the house. And it's almost kind of up to you to be like, you have to break those apart. And I was like, that is a very good point. I have to be unassociate with, I'm not working with.
Did you put one from each side up?
Yes, exactly. Because if I put up, because I was originally going to do Oscar and Zach, but that's 2 from the other side. I can't.
And then they just immediately vote for the third person.
Exactly. And then I heard a lot of your name getting thrown around, especially from Oscar. So I was like, damn.
I just don't even know why it was me. And she said to me she wanted to give me a piece, and like if anyone's gonna have me on the block, she wants it to be on her hands because she feels like she's more in control of it. But you don't have a vote. Like if you're gonna help me, you need to have a vote to help me. I'm being encouraged not to go for the uproot because that would give me more of a target, and one side's confident Blythe would go, the other's confident Noah would go. Johnny's confident we have the chips to give the uproot to Noah. His name's not even Noah. To give the uproot to Zach. I don't want to sit on the block. I'm never a pawn in anything. I'm always a target, and to be a pawn. The round after I voted out the person who was the pawn doesn't feel good.
I can spend a seed to see where the seeds are.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay.
But I was like, if you got put up by the road,
I'll report back to base.
you get nothing for that.
Girl, let me see the seeds.
Oh, okay.
You can take a picture or take notes.
Take a picture, it'll last longer. I'm so sorry for that. Damn, on a team full of brokies. That's tough. Talk to y'all later.
We're literally going, 1 kiss is all it takes. What do you mean?
Okay, but so right now, I have to pee. But even more so. Girl, wait, am I allowed to tell her how many seeds some people have?
Yeah.
Girl, why Bigly got 6 seeds in a block? Hey!
What is it?
This is a library!
Okay.
After nominations were over, I was talking to Zakai on the stairs, and she told me that if you didn't get Greenhouse, that she would have targeted you.
Yeah.
And she said that you're like flip-floppy and sketchy, and I don't know where that comes from.
I've been aligned with the same people the entire game.
Have you been aligned with them at all?
No.
So I don't know why they think then. That's just
I was
them.
friendly.
That's just
Did
them.
I ever like promise anyone anything? No.
I think it's just them trying to find somebody, and they are looking for somebody to blame. And I currently believe that it's like some combination of me, you, and Oscar. But the fact that Emily and Zach grew up also makes me think it's Emily and Zach as well. And Oscar,
I'm really surprised that it wasn't Oscar. Me and Oscar talked about this.
I think she wanted to just shock the world.
But also, like, I really haven't been like sketchy or stuff. Like the thing that Blythe had originally like said that about was literally me and Oscar going on the seed hunt, and I clarified to her that that's what we were doing. We found a clue like afterward.
Who's votes the block to make sure that we don't give too much power to them, but we also make sure that Emily is safe. So, of the people that are voting, I can't vote, you can't vote.
I can vote.
Oh, shut the fuck up. We need...
I vote. Oscar votes. Matt votes.
Zach will vote once he gets uprooted. Oh, well, Piglet should keep Emily, too.
Piglet definitely.
Okay, and then...
I think that's majority.
It is majority, so then at that point, you could probably just block one for both sides.
I don't really want to give Matt and Josh one because they've been aligned since the beginning.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Even if Matt and Josh vote for Emily to leave, which they won't, it'll still be if I block Oscar
And
Thomas, it would be 3-2. If that's only if.
You want to know what? I would just block the other side. I really would. Because also, this is the round that gets us to jury. So like,
Well, I could block one though.
Yeah, there's 6 voters. There are some banked votes out there,
Wait,
but I don't know how many. Yeah, because 2 people can't vote, 2 people in the greenhouse, 2 no's for the final 12. So 6 people vote. Taylor will vote to keep.
Okay, so it would be 4-2. If I didn't give to Josh or Matt, but you're saying that you think Matt is still going to save the money.
I think so.
Has anyone talked to them? This isn't that complicated.
Honestly,
but because they become seeds in Final Four, I mean, who knows who's getting?
It's really far away.
But also, it is a big vote until then.
I know.
I don't think our side Currently has any?
Bank votes. No, we
Yeah.
burn them last around like idiots. So I'm an idiot.
It's okay.
I know.
So that's the thing. Like, are you still in Blythe? Like,
Girl, look. The
Because
tea is,
yeah.
and we can rewind these tapes, in my confessionals at least. I took her on because when we first entered this house, it was clear that she was a politician. And my assumption in most of these games is that people will alliance very quickly and it will be a numbers game of what side has more numbers. That was not the case.
No, it's fragile.
So I had attached myself, and I mean, like, I enjoy the person, so we continued to, like, kiki, but that kind of started expiring before we got our flowers. After, whenever the whole debacle was going on out here and we were going through that whole phase of the game, I'm seeing things like get really solid and like them being comfortable, gaining the confidence to become that like classic puppet master person. So I've been like, you know, taking a few steps back progressively. I have Johnny's back with whatever his target is my answer to you.
Okay.
If that's how you guys feel.
I feel like we're all with Johnny.
Yeah.
Before y'all's brilliance in the last vote, I thought that she had the numbers to make it to where if I had tried anything out of the ordinary, that I would just be like on the outs, because that's always been the kind of the way that the conversation feels, of like you and I are together until it's no longer necessary for me. Only because every time that I would try to like hint or bring up really solidifying like whatever we were going to be like classified as like as like two people working together, it was always a dodge into the other direction. I personally, because we still have Zakai, would really appreciate being blocked, so that way Zakai doesn't see me as somebody that voted for Blythe, because I do see them two still being very together. Otherwise, I feel like in order for like just me not to have to deal with all of that, I would have to tell. I mean, I guess I could just not and then just deal with it. But I feel like I see the way that Zakai feels about the last vote, and I don't want to be on the other side of that just because I have like been kikiing with her, and so like that's the only thing where I'm like, ugh.
So this is where you're standing with Elise, like she's gonna block your vote?
I don't know what she's gonna do. I would be happy if she did, but also like at the end of the day, I'm still gonna vote with Blythe. Like, I mean, not with, against. To where it's like, it is what it is no matter what, and I will deal with it if I have to. But it would be convenient for me.
I'm feeling good just because I'm not on the block like I was last week. So thank you for sticking to that.
Of course, yeah.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
But like I was shook. When you said war, girl, you know what?
Yeah, I did. The war it's in motion. Okay. Maybe I don't want to unveil all the war plans because I don't know them all myself.
Yeah.
Anyway, I feel really bad about Blythe and Emily both being up. It's kind of another like you and Kira thing. It's already two of our numbers because they're saying house is split already. So.
Wait, because it's blood. Oh, Zach.
But Zach is voting on Uproot.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to see if we have to find people that have seeds and be like, hey, are you willing to donate seeds so that we could outbid Zach? Or are you willing to, use a banked vote or anything? Because I got one. Josh has one. Yeah.
Josh has one?
Because at least I know, as far as I know.
That's
Me and Josh both got
I know he has
last
one. Okay, I should be tracking this. I don't know. Just given what happened last round, for me, I'm scared. So, and that's why I'm like holding on close because
true.
I'm still concerned about all that stuff.
Yeah.
And
I feel like nobody's looking at you as a threat.
Yeah, but I mean, I was still on the block, so like, and you know how it is when you're on the block once.
It's scary.
Exactly.
You're gonna go again. Look at Blythe.
Yeah.
It's her second time.
That's what I'm saying. You went up back to back, and that's what I was worried about. Yeah, that's what I was worried about this time. I don't really talk to Johnny too much. I just got lucky that he picked Blythe.
Yeah.
I just got lucky.
He basically did the whole Kiara thing because he heard that I was having his name in my mouth as a vote to go. Like, I need him to leave kind of thing.
I didn't even hear that.
Because I didn't. The only time I said it was, after the Kiara vote because I heard about him saying I have a bank vote, so let's get her out. That's the only time I was like, well, maybe Johnny should go.
I say yeah, because the number that he got.
Right, exactly.
That makes sense.
But he was like, yeah, that's why I'm also going to put up Blythe because of that as well, because
so
I think
he's like getting his lick back.
He's getting his lick back. He's like, I want to break up the girls because I think there's a girls' alliance. I was going to put up Oscar and Zach. And I told y'all that.
I thought you were going to do Oscar and Matt.
Oh.
But I guess I just read the conversation.
I was thinking either like between them, but after thinking about it, I feel like if Matt goes up again for a third time, it would have been like, oh well, Matt's there. The other two are definitely going to be one of the two to go home, kind of thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I was going to do Oscar and Matt because apparently Oscar was the one that was doing the counting votes. He's like, okay, so if y'all are doing this, it has to be you, and you for the Kiara vote. And I was like, oh. And Oscar has been like teaming up with my target, as far as I could tell. Like, him and Elise they were walking to the coffee house together. And they were like, oh, we just went to go get biscuits. You spent that whole walk with a camera to go get a biscuit? BFFR. Like, I saw Shane walking with you. I cannot not see that man. That man is 8 feet tall. There's a bumbling tree out there walking with a camera, and we're like, oh, we just went to get biscuits. Imagine mine.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think Z would prefer that Zach goes over Emily. I think Zach will probably get uprooted.
I would love to see that go.
Yeah.
But if he's...
I think Blythe is like who people are trying to target, which I'm like really not a fan of.
Me either. People think she's a ringleader.
With what numbers?
I'm like, I don't see it. She's just playing the game.
Yeah.
It always seems like she's shutting down.
Yeah, I think she was like blindsided with that, and like I had no idea she was gonna be there.
I thought, Oscar.
I did too. She never said it, but like I think everyone assumed that.
Yeah. Because I don't know for sure, but I think he's the one behind what happened. Now I know Emily went up because she's been really vocal about keeping Matt.
Where's your head out with her? You can be real with her.
She's so quiet, I don't know.
Emily?
Yeah. She's quiet. I haven't had a single one-on-one with her.
I can't really tell where her head's at. Sorry. I'm not scared for you.
I hear that. No, and like reasonably so. I think I'm at peace.
Oh god.
But solely because my main fear is that I'm gonna leave
so boring.
and Emily. That's true. My main fear is that Emily's gonna stay in, and then she's immediately gonna go for Zakari. I think I might like to talk with you and Zakari in a little bit, but right now, I think Oscar and Jonathan are close, and I'm telling you this because I want you to do well.
Yes.
I think Oscar and Jonathan are close, as well as I think Matt might be starting to gain more people because he was talking with a lot of big groups.
How? Why?
I know. I have no idea where Elise is. I consistently cannot find Elise.
Ever.
I feel like she's not even talking to other people. She's gonna be maybe talking with Oscar and maybe just like on the roof somewhere.
Did you get a count?
Yeah.
You don't have to tell me the count, but do you have any left?
Now I don't have any left. I'm still...
I just want you to uproot.
I think if Emily hasn't uprooted yet, then she feels confident that she's gonna get enough people over me.
And I'm kind of worried about, I don't know where people are at right now.
I think people are gonna vote me out because of the competition. I know. But before that happens, I'm trying to get as much tea as I can.
Okay. I don't know. This is a mess. People want Blythe out. I really don't want her to go. Because I'm going to be messier. And I feel like I'm in a good spot, but also I don't trust anyone. And everyone and their mother loves Emily. And she's being so shady. And I guess let her, but the problem is it's just like I feel like no one else sees it, and I'm like trying to like plant the seeds. I'm in a Final Four with her, but also too many people like her for my comfort levels, and so if I need to, I will reveal that she's in a relationship in this house. So we shall see.
What's I saying?
I think right now you need to build outside of Emily.
Yes.
So who are you going to build with? Oscar or one of the tallies? Because
I
I
the
don't.
tallies.
Frankly, I'd say get even
Johnny.
closer with Taylor. Maybe not make it known, but get closer with Taylor.
Yeah, I'm thinking Oscar.
Oh my God, I said Taylor. I meant Thomas, but honestly, Taylor seems to have your back as well.
Thomas, yes. Thomas.
You want to get her all up in the convo because she's across the hall.
We can, but I want to finish what I was telling you. When I talked to Oscar earlier, he was like, excuse me. He didn't say that, but like, he was like, yeah, the house is split right now, so like, I feel like whoever you put up, it's gonna be,
The division.
you know, yeah. But he was like, I feel like you should break that up as a vote, and I was like, that does make a lot of sense.
So that's why you didn't put that up.
Dude, how do you feel about not being on the block this time?
I was preparing speech number 3. It was going to be glorious. It was going to be about our grand purpose in life. But
Do you actually like prepare them?
oh, like maybe 60 seconds beforehand when I know when I'm going.
Okay.
And I knew that it was important to point out that we were 3 votes away from this getting messed up because I had to plant the seed. Because all of this that happened to Trump was because they had to think about it and they stepped back and realized that with all these trios in the game of people, the math doesn't add up.
Right. Although I don't think it's that obvious. Just because people aren't thinking of like the numbers.
In your world, who's your final 3?
I would like to see me, you, and then interchangeable. I would say that man right there, Oscar. Piglet. Yep. Has anyone not voted, but bid on Uproot?
Yeah, I believe Blythe. It's right there.
He's fighting for it. Okay. Does Blythe have Uproot?
No.
She doesn't.
No.
Okay.
Zach has Uproot right now.
Okay. Because I was just talking to Matt outside. We have our little talks. And I was like, has anyone bid on Uproot? And he said Blythe did.
Not true.
Okay.
Zach has it.
Okay. Because then I was like, well, in that case, I would like to see Zach go.
Yes. That's what I kind of want to go regardless. But if we could get an outbid on Zach.
I mean, period.
And then Zach can go.
Who's going to outbid?
Wife has not enough seats, she said. I don't think she has any seats.
Well, like going into this, but how does she feel? Like, does she feel?
She feels like she's going home. Like, everyone is saying that Wife is a ring leader. And that she needs to go. And I was like, I didn't know this was a circus. I might have a clown sweater on, but like,
Afro circus.
Right.
Yeah. Did you promise that girl would be like safety?
I don't remember doing so.
Because as soon as we got up, I heard her say something like, "You just promised me like my safety, and now here I am on the block." But I didn't turn around until like, oh, it wasn't my tea, but maybe it's my tea now. So,
You're okay. I did not just promise. I didn't just promise anybody.
And that's also you never told anything
Right.
about that. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see how the vote goes.
I know.
Okay, so I know I'm most likely about to get voted out. But I know I have my last goodbyes to say. Are there any alliances that you think I could break up by sharing information?
Ooh, that's fun.
I want to die a messy bitch.
You want to join me?
I would be like, by the way, he's cheating on you.
I love it.
Yes. I will be saying the same thing to him. Okay. I do hope that you're not supporting the bitches. You want me to.
I do not like it, but I am taking my best path forward.
I hear that.
They want to see me. They are testing me, and from what I understand is that if I don't vote for you, I am next. Is what I will tell you.
I
So
have my last words to say before I leave, and I want to die messy. So is there anything that I can reveal in that moment that will change things for you? Is there anyone who you feel has gone behind a teammate to let you know information?
I don't know of anything specific.
Okay.
I really don't.
What's something vague that I can say in whisper?
You could piggyback off of the 3 and say that it wasn't you that you should have been worried about.
Okay, word.
You know what I mean? Unfortunately, and this is a message to Blythe, I know that you're probably seeing what I'm saying, and I'm sorry,
but I have witnessed a sinking ship, specifically in this room, only moments ago, and I've felt it coming for a minute, and I've been trying to distance myself from Blythe because the thing that I've heard through a few people who have been kind enough to like let me know is that the reason people might come for me is because of my connection to Blythe. They think that because we're together and that she's like a mastermind of things that I'm like going to defend her, do whatever, yada, 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 yada. And unfortunately for my own game and to survive, I've got to cut her loose. I do think that she's going home, which is unfortunate. I'm hoping that Elise blocks my vote so that Zakai doesn't know about all of this. Very, very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Zach has the uproot cell. I'm seeing where you're at. How do you actually feel?
I feel concerned. I don't want Blythe going. I don't want to go. But if it feels like it's like a house target thing where it's like it's
pretty
hanging on is like what's got me in this position. I feel like.
Yes. Me as well.
Yeah.
My biggest thing has been distancing myself from her, which is so funny because you and I had that moment of being like, we both are pretty connected to Blythe.
And immediately afterward, we had to move away.
Immediately, whenever we had that last vote, I was like, guys, I don't think I really like her that much. Not like her, I don't say that. But I was like, no. I've always
we're not
wanted her
that
out.
tight. Yeah.
And I kind of have, but still,
Yeah.
either way. I'm hoping that Elise blocks my vote.
Okay.
I've said that she's welcome to, and I would appreciate it. Oscar knows it as well, and he was, I know somebody being in talks of being the blocked vote.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that I blocked, because then I don't have to deal with it.
Yeah.
And then I don't have to like actually have an allegiance.
Do you think
She's going. They have the numbers.
so? I shouldn't be acting paranoid. I should just relax. And if I go, I hang out with donkeys and cats tomorrow.
You are fine.
Okay.
I do not see you going home in this round.
Mhm.
I see.
Okay.
She's gone.
Wow. It's almost a good thing to be on the block next to her instead of voting for her.
I agree. Did you get a seed too?
Yeah, and I'll have
So,
another
there
one
you
for the
go.
next round.
Exactly. Well, if I get blocked.
And also, you're so right about we need, like, that's why this whole thing failed.
Yeah.
Because we didn't pull an alliance, sit everybody
No,
down and say we're
no.
together.
Well, exactly.
And
exactly.
It's almost like so frustrating. It's like, well, how far in the game do you have
I'm
to be
begging.
for people to be okay with it? I feel like me, you, Zakai, and then like if Blythe goes, Taylor would totally have us.
I think Zakai is on the outs as well because they've been saying 1, 2, 3. They've been saying me,
So
Zakai.
instead, I should be mad that
I
Zakai
think-
nominated me.
Yes, cling to that. Be that way,
Okay.
because I've already kind of like been
You've done
distancing
your
myself.
distance.
I want to be not on the bad side of whatever was
We
happening
need to
today.
shake
with
up. We can't have it be
So
between the sides.
that's why I'm hoping that I'm blocked, because I
Yeah.
don't want to see Zakai all upset at me for
Yeah.
voting Blythe.
And then we're gonna be fine. And within these
If by
next
some
two
off chance
rounds,
you end up voting, it's for Blythe. I know that you're on the
Yeah.
block, but
if these next 2 rounds, let's sit down and find people
We-
and pull
yeah.
something together. Something
Mhm.
that's solid and not gonna leak.
I agree. Okay.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, it's perfect.
You know that's sealed.
I mean, you can still block me, but Thomas told us that he talked to you. He said that you can block his vote because you want to still be in good terms with C.
Well, I don't want him to because I heard from Johnny that Zakai told him that I'm her biggest enemy. But like point blank.
Uh-huh. Okay, yeah, then do that. Then vote Josh.
We need your vote against Blythe. That's
Okay, you're not gonna block me. That's fine.
she's
I'll do
she's gonna block me and someone else.
it. And then will you consider it my like token of loyalty?
Yeah.
Because like
Yes.
they've been saying your name
Yes.
for a minute.
Yes.
For a minute.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't even have to sugarcoat, girl. It's been a minute.
Yeah, for sure. And
I
I
never
to be
put you
honest,
up,
I didn't say
like-
anything. I never did anything to them. So
No. You haven't. You literally
I
haven't.
literally haven't. She said I was being sketchy. Me and Oscar were literally doing the seed hunt. So that, and then also
Since the
okay,
beginning,
yeah,
she said
yeah,
you
okay.
and Alex.
Yeah.
were together.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's like all the stuff she's been saying is unfounded, and I really don't like it makes me start getting anxious when people start saying like someone's suspicious or something. I did not do anything to her.
She did tell me in the very beginning that one of her favorite things in this game is the phrase "I heard."
No, yeah, that's dangerous.
And I was like,
Okay.
So
Okay, and last call. Okay, and he wins it. Zach pays his 3 seeds and has uproot. Zach, what would you like to do with it?
I would like to save myself from the block.
Zach has removed himself from the block, which means our final nominees are Blythe and Emily.
All right, before we head to the vote, Tulip, where are you? Oh, hi, Elise. Who are you blocking from the voting booth?
I will be blocking Josh and Oscar.
Josh and Oscar, you are blocked from voting this week. All right, let's head to the banishment ceremony. Go to the living room. All right, it is time for another banishment ceremony. And I hate to say it, but our final nominees are Emily and Blythe. At the end of the ceremony, one of you is leaving the game. First, you will each take a moment to plead your case to your fellow players. Feel free to use any tactic you want. We're talking emotion, we're talking intimidation, we're talking maybe dance.
I've seen this before.
Alright guys, so I have a lot of fun playing this game. No, that's like ridiculous. But okay, so I'm having a lot of fun, obviously, maybe too much fun. And I really am impressed by the level of gameplay we have here and the levels that people are thinking about their game and their moves. And I really hope that somewhere in your layers, maybe I can be in it there too.
Thank you, Emily. Blythe, you're up.
Hey y'all, I do have feelings and premonitions, because you know, little dogs get scared when there's a big dog in the room. But I did want to go and speak my truth in this moment. And I wanted to play an honest game. And so honestly, I had at least I had about 3 strong players asking me if I was ready to take out Oscar, Z, or Thomas. And it was in ways that I found a little bit distasteful. And so for those reasons, I feel that that led me to give certain people the certain levels of information that I left them with. So I leave you with that. Watch your back and watch your ponytail, because they will get stabbed or ripped off your head. Yeah. Thank you.
It's gone.
We all know where I'm going at this point.
I don't.
I don't either.
I'm going with Blythe. She knows. We've talked, we've spoken.
I'm voting Blythe out. We had a great time for several rounds. Like, we were friendly, conversational. We never promised anything to each other. I did ask her last round to not put me up, but I didn't offer safety for her in exchange. She did try to get me to based on that, but I told her that, I was just like, okay, I'll consider it. But I will say that she's been using the word suspicious to describe me, so don't do that. And I think she's also got Zakai on my wave too, so I gotta do what I gotta do.
Okay, so we have 2 options. We have Blythe, who is a really great competitor, and then we have Emily, who is also a pretty good competitor, but there is a line in the sand for me, and I cannot see Emily go home. So my vote will be for Blythe, for the reason being every time I try to talk to her one-on-one, she's avoided me, so I am pretty happy with this vote.
Something feels fishy. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the vote. I don't know if it's something else, but my gut is telling me that something is brewing. I cannot see the names on these. Okay. Not voting Emily. That's one of my number 1s. Yeah, you said I was playing in the middle, and maybe I was, but I didn't want you to say it. Bye-bye. Thank you.
I don't think that this person is going to stay, but I truly can't vote for this person after that kind of iconic speech. I'm voting for the person who needs to have a bigger target on their back and everyone likes, and also my final 4. Thank you!
Both iconic ladies, both I've worked with in the season, but Emily has had my back through the beginning, so sorry. This one was a lot harder than the other one. So.
Alright, once I announce the result of the vote, the banished player will say their goodbyes, pack up their belongings, and have an exit interview with Brady. Maybe even do some arts and crafts. Ooh. By a vote of 5-1. Blythe, you have been banished from the greenhouse. Thanks for playing.
That was